Good morning, children. Sai Ram. How are you all? I hope you all are well, staying safe at home, learning at home, and enjoying at home. So, children, today we will begin with our new chapter, that is continents and oceans. Chapter 3 is continents and oceans. Okay. So, children, in this chapter, in this video today we will going to discuss about globe and map. Okay, so children, you all know about planet earth, right? And you also know the shape of the planet earth, as we have already studied about it, right? So our planet earth is in spherical shape. You can say that it is not perfectly round, it is flat from top and bottom. It is flat from top and bottom, right? And earth appears blue. Earth appears blue. Why? Because 70% of the earth's surface is covered with water. It's covered with water. That is why it appears blue. Okay, so children, we will begin with our first topic, that is globe. Okay, I hope that many of you have seen globe, right? So this is how the globe looks like. Okay, this is how the globe looks like. So you can see, children, that globe is a spherical model of the earth, spherical model of the planet earth, or you can even say miniature of the planet earth, right? So a globe is a picture of a planet. A globe is a picture of a planet drawn on a sphere. Drawn on a sphere. It is like a scale model of the planet Earth. Okay, it looks like the model of the planet Earth, and globe serve purposes similar to some maps. Similar to some maps, but it is not big enough to show. It is not big enough to show. A model globe of Earth is called a terrestrial globe. Now, what is terrestrial, children? Terrestrial is related to Earth. And why Earth? The globe of the Earth is known as terrestrial globe because in Earth, oceans, seas, rivers, and land is there. Okay, that is why the globe of the Earth is called a terrestrial globe. So, globe serve purposes similar to maps, but it is not big enough. Why, children? As you can see here in the picture itself, I can see only this part of the planet Earth. That means in globe you can see only that part which is in front of you, behind that you cannot see, right? Behind that you cannot see, only the front we can see, because it is in front of us. So we can see only the front part, we cannot see the back part. But in map, you all have seen map, children, right? Map is in paper form, which is straight. So you can see whole world in the map. You can see whole world in the map, right? You can see each and every countries. But in globe we cannot see. We can only see that part which is in front of us, That is why globe definitely serve the purposes similar to some maps, but it is not big enough to show. It is not big enough. So children, now let's talk about what are the different uses of globe. Okay, why do we need globe? We need globe to locate place, sea route, air route. Globe is used to locate place, sea route, air route, and also it is used to locate continent, countries, oceans, rivers, cities. And it is also used to locate continent, countries, oceans, rivers, and cities. Okay, so these are some uses of globe. Now next is maps. What is map, children? Map is a representation or a drawing of the earth's surface. Map is a representation or a drawing of the earth's surface or a part of it. Children, we do not have only world map. Okay, we have all countries map. Like many of you have seen map of India, right? So map is not used for only a particular thing. We can even show a part of country or only one country in a map, okay, on a flat surface according to a scale. It could be hand drawn or printed. We can draw a map with our hands also, and even we can print it out. It helps us identify the places and locations within an area. Okay, so children, if you will go like in any place, or you can say out of country, what you will carry with yourself, globe or map? What you like to carry with yourself, children? Yes, we will prefer to carry maps instead of globe. Why? Because it is easy to carry, and we can see like whole thing in that map. Okay, whole thing in that map, not only some parts, but we can see whole parts in the map, and it is easy to carry, easy to store. So we prefer map. It will be more useful because everything will be in detail. Okay, so it helps us identify the places and locations within an area, helping us to navigate from one place to another. Okay, now children, there are 3 types of maps, as you can see here. Maps are of several types. They are mainly classified into physical maps, political maps, and thematic maps. Physical maps, political maps, and thematic maps. So these are the 3 types of maps. Now let's see what is physical map. Physical map, these show natural features of the earth. Such as mountains, soil type, or land use, including infrastructure, roads, railroads, and buildings. This map shows the mountains, the soil type of any particular place, or the land use of any particular place or country, roads, railroads, and buildings. Okay, that means physical means you can see this thing, right? So it shows all physical maps. Okay, all physical features. Then next is your political maps. These maps show the cities, town and villages, countries and states of the world with their boundaries. Okay, you know children, India also share boundaries with other countries, right? So that means the political map shows the cities, town, villages, countries and states of the world with their boundaries. Okay, then next is your thematic maps. These maps focus on specific information or particular information, like the map of rainfall, map of roads, map of tourist places, right? If you want to go for vacation, which map will you take with yourself? Which map will you pick? You will pick tourist places map, right? So that you can easily find that in which tourist place I have to visit, right? To know about rainfall, you can choose map of a rainfall. To know about roads, you can choose a map of a roads. That means these maps focus on a particular information, specific information. So according to that, we can pick the map which we need or which is suitable for that time. Okay, now components of maps. Now what are the components of maps? So I have told you that there are 3 types of map: physical map, political map, and thematic map. Now components of maps. Maps have 3 components. That is distance, direction, and symbol. Now we measure distance in terms of scale. A scale. A scale is a ratio between the actual distance on the ground and the distance shown on the map. Now to measure large areas like continents, countries, on a paper, we use a small scale map. Small scale map, drawing large areas, measuring large areas, we use small scale map. And to show a small area like your village, town on a paper, we use a large scale map. We use a large scale map. So for measuring large areas, we use small scale map, and to show smaller area, we use large scale map. We use large scale map. Okay, then directions. Directions are cardinal points like north, south, east and west. Directions are cardinal points like north, south, east, west. And so if you stand facing on a map, the top part of the map is north. The top part of the map is north, and the bottom one is your south. Bottom one is south, and to your right is east, and to your left is west. To your right is east, and to your left is west. So these directions help us to locate places on a map. So this direction north, south, east, west helps us to locate places on a map. Okay, now, so this is the instrument which help us to navigate direction. This instrument is known as compass. Now let's see. A compass is used to find direction. To navigate direction, to find direction, we use compass. You have seen in many movies also, children, the sailors use a compass to find their way while sailing in the ocean. A compass looks like a watch, as you can see in the picture, and the needle of a compass always points to the north. And it looks like a watch. Okay, so the compass is used, or you can say instrument which is used for navigating direction, which is used for finding directions. Okay, now let's talk about symbols. Symbols are certain letters, shapes, colors, pictures and lines which gives us information about a limited place. Symbols are certain letters, shapes, colors, pictures and lines which gives us information about a limited place. Now last one is your atlas. I hope many of you have seen atlas also. Atlas is in a form of book. So an atlas is a collection of maps. Atlases are mostly in book form. As I have told you, atlases are mostly in book form. But today many atlases are in multimedia formats. They also have information about the map and places in it. So in atlas you can see information about maps and places. Okay, so you can say atlas is a collection of maps. Now let's see some difference between globe and map. Now globe. A globe is a three-dimensional sphere. Whereas a map is a two-dimensional sphere. A map is two-dimensional. Then second, the globe represents the whole earth. As I have told you, because it is the model of the planet earth, so it shows whole earth. But map may represent the whole earth or just a part of it, as I have told you. Third, a globe can be used to get a broad level picture of the world. Okay, that means seeing a globe, okay, you can guess that our planet earth is this big. Okay, our world is this big. A globe can be used to get a broad level picture of the world, whereas maps provide more specific information about different places. Then a globe is a model being spherical in shape. Maps are a representation on a piece of paper. The globe don't provide enough specific details to help you in navigation. It doesn't show any direction. Okay, no directions are there in globe. While you can use map for navigating from one place to another. In map, children, the north is always mentioned. North is always mentioned. If it is not there, then also we assume it as north only. That is how we are able to find direction. Okay, that is how we are able to navigate it. Okay, so children, this is all about globe and maps. Globe and maps. So globe is what, children? Globe is a spherical model of the earth. Globe is a spherical model of the earth. Okay, spherical model of the earth. It somehow purposes serve purposes related to map, but it is not big enough to show. It is not big enough to show, right? Then use of map is use of globe is, we use globe for locating places, air route, sea route, and also continents, countries, cities, rivers, seas, etc. Right? Then map is a representation or a drawing of the earth's surface or a part of it on a flat surface according to a scale. It could be hand drawn or printed, and we use maps for navigating directions for finding locations. Then there are 3 types of maps: physical, political, thematic. Physical map shows physical features like mountains, right, rivers. Then political maps shows what, children? Political map shows boundaries. And thematic map shows, children, what? It shows, thematic map shows rainfall, roads, tourist places. That means it shows only specific information. Thematic map shows only specific information. Then there are 3 main components of maps. That is your distance, direction, and symbol. Distance, direction, and symbol. So for measuring large areas, we use small scale map. For measuring large areas, we use small scale map. And for measuring small area, we use large scale map, opposite, right? Then directions are cardinal points like north, south, east, and west. So these directions help us to locate places on a map. And this is the instrument which is help or used for finding directions. So this instrument is known as compass, which always points on which? North. So compass is used to find direction. Symbols are letters, shade, color, pictures, and lines, which gives us information about a limited place. So Atlas is the collection of maps. Which are generally in book form, but today many atlases are in multimedia formats. Right? Then difference between globe and map. Globe is a 3-dimensional sphere, whereas map is 2-dimensional. The globe represents the whole earth, whereas map may represent the whole earth or just a part of it. A globe can be used to get a broad level picture of the world, whereas maps provide more specific information about different places. A globe is a model being spherical in shape. Maps are represented on a piece of paper. Okay, globes don't provide enough specific details to help you in navigation, but you can use map for navigating from one place to another. That means with the help of map you can easily find directions. And in comparison of globe, it is very easier for you to carry map. It is easy for you to store also, right? And you cannot take globe wherever you go. So map shows more detail, like detail about places, details about the different places. Okay, it shows specific information about different places. It gives detailed information, and it helps in navigating directions. Whereas globes don't provide enough specific details, and it also doesn't help in finding any directions. Okay, now let's discuss worksheet. Question 1 is fill in. So first, a dash is a drawing of a part of the earth. A map is a drawing of a part of the earth. A dash is a model of the earth. Which one is model of the earth, children? A globe is a model of the earth. The 4 directions of compass are north, south, east, west. North, south, east, west. A dash is used to find directions. What we use to find directions? Compass. A compass is used to find directions. Now question 2, match the words in the 2 columns. Atlas. Atlas is what, children? Book of small maps. North, top part of a map. Globe is what, children? Model of the earth. And wall map is what? Big map. Multiple choice questions. First, a book of a map is called an atlas. On maps, water bodies are shown in blue color. The needle of a compass always point to the north. A big map which we hang on a wall is called wall map. Now what is map, children? Map is a drawing of a part or whole of the earth. Globe is a model of the earth. Globe is a spherical model of the earth. Atlas is a book of small maps. And compass is a instrument which is used to find direction. Now question 5, answer in short. How do we find directions on a map? As I have told you that in map, top is always north. Below then south. Then to your right, east, and left, west. That is how we find direction on a map. Write the main components of the map. There are 3 main components of the map, children. That is distance, direction, symbol. So I hope, children, this topic is clear to you all. So do this worksheet online. No need to do it in any rough notebook. You have to do it online and submit it there only. Sai Ram, children.